truth.
Yes, you can, because you're about to get it. Time for my NFL truths. I want to start with number 10.
10.
Jordan Love last night. I've been a skeptic. I've been a critic. I've been someone I've been shorting the Green Bay Packers because I haven't been a believer in Jordan Love. Well, Jordan Love has made me a believer. I thought he was tremendous last night. 360 passing yards, 3 TDs. Micah Parsons was pretty disruptive as well. I have to give it up to the Green Bay Packers, and first and foremost, I got to give it up to Jordan Love. The Packers are 5-1-1, and I got to get off my whole deal with Jordan Love. He's now entered into the MVP race. This MVP race is wide open. It's Baker Mayfield, it's Jonathan Taylor, it's Drake May, and it's Jordan Love. He has entered the chat. Next.
9.
Sean Payton. 6-2 after stomping the Cowboys yesterday, 44-24. The Broncos have now won 5 straight. Guess who's not impressed with the Denver Broncos? Yours truly. I'm not buying it. I don't believe it. I'm not buying Bo Nix. The Cowboys are that bad on defense that they made the Broncos look incredible. I'm not with it. Look, Sean Payton, hell of a coach, but I'm just not buying Bo Nix. I'm just not buying that offense we saw last night from the Denver Broncos is the real Broncos offense. Not buying the Broncos. Next.
8.
Let me celebrate the end of Dak Prescott's MVP run that was being forced by the media. The Cowboys lost yesterday to the Broncos, and Dak Prescott was very pedestrian, 188 passing yards, 2 interceptions. We can quit pretending that Dak is going to win the MVP this year. Dak Prescott, I got a basketball analogy for you. Anybody remember Dominique Wilkins, the human highlight film? He'd put up all these great numbers, never pee a drop in the postseason. That's Dak Prescott. Next.
7.
Lamar Jackson's injury situation. I don't know what to make of this. I don't know if it's a big deal, little deal, or no deal. I actually need your help because are we making a big deal of this because of this NBA gambling scandal? If that hadn't happened and kind of shadowed or put a cloud over all of professional sports this past weekend, would the whole Lamar Jackson, did he full practice on Friday? Did he not practice on Friday? Did the Baltimore Ravens muddy up what people thought about Lamar Jackson's availability? We thought Lamar Jackson was going to start this week. We thought he was healthy. Come to find out, he's not. And we didn't get that information until Friday or Saturday. And if not for the gambling angle, I'm not sure this would be a big deal. Luckily, if the Ravens had lost that game or hadn't covered the spread, I think the conspiracy theories really would have gone through the roof. But even without Lamar Jackson, the Baltimore Ravens had enough to take care of the Chicago Bears, and they did that. But I'm not sure. I get why people are talking about it, and trust me, as someone that thought about putting a little money on the Baltimore Ravens, had they pulled these type of shenanigans, I would have really been upset. If I would have felt like I was hoodwinked, and I almost overreacted and bet the other way, but I didn't. I said, let me stay out of this. This game is screwy. All right, next.
6.
Drake May. He's the next Ben Roethlisberger. He is Big Ben Roethlisberger. He's the real deal. Gerard Mayo and that coaching staff look very foolish based off what Mike Vrabel and the New England Patriots are now getting out of Drake May. 3 TD passes yesterday. This is despite this man got sacked 6 times yesterday, 5 times by Myles Garrett. They still put up 32 points. He still threw 3 touchdown passes. He didn't or maybe I think he had 1 turnover. He had 1 interception, but played a remarkable game despite immense pressure. 6 sacks. They put up 32 points. Drake May is the real deal. The only comparison that works is Ben Roethlisberger. He's the only quarterback of recent years that would take the kind of beating that Drake May did and still put up numbers and lead his team to a victory. Drake May, I salute you. You're the real deal. Next.
5.
Let's do our weekly Shedeur Sanders update. The Shedeur Sanders, this is the read people should be having. Right now, everyone's saying, why are they playing Dillon Gabriel? Dillon Gabriel's trash. Why won't they play Shedeur? This Kevin Stefanski hates Shedeur Sanders. That ain't the take, y'all. Dillon Gabriel is trash. He's a midget. He has no business being a starting quarterback in the NFL. He can't throw the ball downfield. I think he's averaging 4.9 yards per attempt. He is trash. But let me tell you this about NFL coaches. They want to win so badly. They know if they lose, they're in jeopardy of getting fired. So all this Kevin Stefanski must hate Shedeur Sanders take is wrong. The actual take is, holy cow. Shedeur Sanders must be the biggest locker room headache in the history of professional sports. Why won't Cleveland play him? Do you know how trash Shedeur must be if that coach is sitting out there looking at Dillon Gabriel, the little midget that can barely see over the offensive line and can't do anything consistently, and they won't go to Shedeur? The takeaway is, what is Shedeur doing? Does he know the playbook? Is he retarded? What? That's the take. And I don't care what happens. When Shedeur finally does get in the game, because I think they'll be forced to at some point, if he has success, it won't be, well, Kevin Stefanski shouldn't have waited this long. Blah. No, it'll be like, Shedeur, what were you doing to turn off this entire organization, to turn off this coaching staff, that they wouldn't turn to you? They'd rather play a midget quarterback that can't see over the offensive line than you. Do you know what kind of nightmare Shedeur Sanders must be? Next.
4.
You know what Shedeur needs? He needs to channel his inner Justin Fields. Justin Fields just put a clinic on how you handle criticism. And this is why criticism is so valuable. It'll bring the man out in you. It'll toughen you up. It'll make you compete. Justin Fields had an off this past weekend where the owner of the Jets, Woody Johnson, took an unbelievable cheap shot at him publicly. And then Justin Fields comes back out there and leads the Jets to their first victory. They put up 23 points in the fourth quarter. Fields leaned into his faith. I want to play one of these clips of Justin Fields after the game, leaning into his faith. The man is absolutely incredible. This is the power of Jesus Christ. Shedeur Sanders, take notes on Justin Fields. This is how you turn yourself into a winner and a true comparison. Let's hear from Justin Fields.
In that moment when I was talking to my best friend, how hard it was and just, not wavering faith-wise. I just had gotten a text from my sister and my stepmom, and it was just an encouraging text on, just keep going and keep spreading the faith. And they just sent me a link on social media. And I tell you guys all the time that I'm not on social media, so I didn't see it. So that was just it was just a sign from God for me to keep going and that, I'm in the right place. Yesterday I was just praying over and over and over again, just one win, and but all that to say is that God is real, God is good, and everything that we go through in this life is for a purpose. So, yeah.
Thank you, Justin. That's all I want to see from these athletes. Some real humility, some honoring of their creator. That Justin Fields, no one. If y'all want to cape up and say, oh, he's being mistreated, blah, blah, you could say that about Justin Fields. The owner took an incredible pot shot at him over the weekend before this game. Talked about how trash he was. And then the man still went out there and performed and led the Jets to their first victory of the season, and then came in his post-game conference and gave honor and glory to God, his creator. That's how you handle criticism. You don't play the victim. You don't whine and cry. You don't have your daddy take little cheap shots or send out people in the media. When's Shedeur going to play? Justin Fields, you're my MVP this week. Thank you so much. All right, let's move on next.
3.
In this same game, the Bengals give up 39 points to the Jets. The Bengals give up 39 points to the Jets. The Bengals didn't have a turnover. Do you understand? 39 points, you surrender, and your offense doesn't turn the ball over? And look, the Bengals, I don't blame them, or I halfway do blame them. I get why they're not. I understand why they're 3-5 and they're not giving up, because the Steelers are trash and they're 4-3. I get it, but I think the Bengals should give up. I think they're done this year. And so the Dallas Cowboys called the Bengals, Jay Glazer reported, this weekend asking about Trey Hendrickson. And the Bengals said no, said they're not interested. Dallas needs to call back. This loss to the Jets is so embarrassing. To give up 23 points in the fourth quarter and to blow this game, to surrender 39 points to the New York Jets. Wrap it up. Move on from Trey Hendrickson. Let him go to Dallas or someplace else where he'd have a chance. Move on. That was embarrassing. Next.
2.
Raheem Morris. You're digging a hole, young man. You just got blown out by Mike McDaniel and the Miami Dolphins. The Dolphins came in on a stretcher, and you breathed life into them. The Dolphins beat you 34-10. You got the most expensive backup quarterback in football in Kirk Cousins, and you get blitzed at home. This is Raheem Morris's second bite at the apple as an NFL head coach. There will be no excuses. There will be no, oh, he should have got more of a chance. Oh, they're racist, any of that. He's blowing it. They got Michael Penix, the young second-year quarterback, and they have an experienced backup in Kirk Cousins. Cousins had to play yesterday and did nothing. And then your Tua Tagovailoa and the Dolphins' offense has been horrendous, and you gave up 34 points, and you got a $150 million backup quarterback, and you only scored 10, and you're at home. Damn near a fireable offense, but Raheem Morris is going to get the pass. Arthur Blank's going to bend over backwards, the owner of the Atlanta Falcons, to make this work. He's digging a hole, though. Atlanta continues on this trend, and finishes up 7-10, 6-9, somewhere around it. You got to move on. You got to move on. All right. Last but not least.
1.
I want to share with you all. Oh man, how did y'all not put up a picture of John Hadley? What? I want to share with you all a note that John Hadley sent me. John Hadley is my producer. We're not sure. He's somewhere on the spectrum. He got dropped on his head as a child, and we have to deal with him very, very carefully. But I want to read you what he sent to me in my prep package for today. Bo Nix is now 16-9 as a starter. The same record of John Elway in his first 25 regular season games with the Broncos. Hadley, why would you send me that? Did you just try to compare Bo Nix to John Elway? Are you really that retarded? It's one of the dumbest takes I've ever heard. Then after that, I could have gone on. He sent me all these stats. Compare John Elway threw this many TDs and this many interceptions in his first 2 years, and Bo Nix has done this. Hadley's the guy off to the right of TJ Moe. And Bo Nix has thrown this many TDs and this many. And I'm like, Hadley, 2 different eras. If Bo Nix had played in the 80s with John Elway, he probably would have been cut. He couldn't even play. It's a ridiculous comparison. Don't you ever mention Bo Nix and John Elway in the same sentence ever again in a note to me. John Elway is the greatest quarterback of all time. Yes, I said it, and I mean it. And yes, I know what Tom Brady accomplished. I know all the Super Bowls he's won, but I know quarterbacks, and I know when I see the GOAT, and it's John Elway. And he doesn't belong in the same sentence with Bo Nix. It's a fireable offense. Would you guys send me emails at fearlessblazeshow@gmail.com or hop in the chat right now? Should John Hadley be fired for suggesting that Bo Nix is in the same category as John Elway? And I'm taking these votes very seriously. John Hadley could be fired.
Like what you saw? Hit that like button, subscribe, and check out the full episode by clicking the link below.